Okay, so we are coming out of executive session at 11:14. No further action necessary. Our thanks to Dr. McKinnon for an excellent job. That leads us to, well, we did that one. Are we to board committee reports? Yes.
Yep. We just need to vote on.
Yeah,
We need to vote
The
on
board member position. All right, so, I mean, I was very impressed by her presentation and what she had to say, and I think she would be a credit to the board, and you will be deeply missed, and I think you've done a very good job of making sure you have a good backfill. Anybody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to appoint or accept the appointment,
Appoint.
to appoint Alicia Young to fill a vacancy on the board. That's
Good. Second from Randy. Any discussion? All right, all in favor with, let's go with, sorry, Jen first on Zoom.
Approved, in favor.
Thank you. And everyone in the room. Very good. Unanimously, one abstention from our departing member. All right. That'll take us to board committee reports. Any committees reporting tonight? No, nothing from me.
Franklin Community met, go team, DEI met, go team.
Right,
Okay.
good. And that'll take us to board member comment.
So I just want to say thank you to Jenny. She's one of my best friends in Easton and one of the first people I met here when I moved here 6 years ago. I still remember she brought me spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce from Sport Hill Farm. Best marinara sauce in town. You did in a cute bag. But I, got to know her more. She's actually the person who got me to come to a board meeting and got me even interested in doing this crazy work. That has a heart and a passion for kids and for this town that is really unmatched to nobody else that I've ever met. And I know she'll still stay involved, and it's bittersweet to, I know we're gaining a really strong member, but it's really bittersweet to say goodbye. I'm lucky to be one of her friends and neighbors, so I know I will see her a lot, but I will miss you on this board. And thank you for all your work. It's really important.
Cheers to that. Bit of-
No, Randy has just kind of keeps it.
I'm gonna miss Jenny. She is not one of my closest friends in Easton, but she has a perspective on children and the world that in some ways is different from mine. And she's done a wonderful job from my perspective of helping me understand other points of view and different ways to look at things. And I appreciate her input. I appreciate the many conversations that we've had. And I know I'm going to miss her because she makes me a better person.
Even the ones around you.
Yeah, even the one who you're yelling at.
Jen, any comment?
I just want to thank Jenny for her commitment to the town and to our children, and she will be missed as part of the team.
You're here. I will also want to say thank you to Jenny, and cheers to the sentiment of sort of making me a better person. Like having known her, I've talked before about being a better father and sort of finding grace for sort of people in my life because of some of the things that we've talked about. I also want to say, I don't know how anybody does this, right? In 7+ years of doing this on the board, is that right? 7+ years, six plus years.
I have to go to November.
Yeah, okay, November 7, but that's a long time. And with young kids, yikes, that's rough. And when I think about that, it is the definition of public service and serving each other and being our brother's keeper. And from my point of view, that is the meaning of life. That is what we're here for. That is what provides real joy, lasting joy in our lives when we serve others. And you have set an example that is going to be really hard for others to live up to. So thank you for doing that. Any
Do I get
additional-
to say something now?
You absolutely can.
I feel really bad because it's so late. God, I had all kinds of things I was gonna say. Just please take care of each other. Be good to each other. Just remember that every single one of you has got a family holding down the fort, you know, when you disagree and you're talking about things that are heated, like it's just strip away the parent making the comment, strip away the community member and just hone in on that kid. You know, like picture the kid in their bed reading the story at night because that's who we're here for, you know. And the other thing that struck me, I was talking to somebody about kids and nutrition, and I think it's the same for adults. Like, you know, you say it takes like 15 exposures to get a child to try to assimilate a new food, right? And I think it's the same with us and ideas. You know, I had to apologize to Sarah for sort of being so, I'll be sort of kind to myself and, you know, strong about my feelings about technology. And it doesn't mean that I won't get there and don't want to learn and don't want to understand, but it may take me another 15 or 20 exposures to the information to kind of come around to that. And I just think like every person on the board, people in the community that might drive us nuts, like maybe they're on their 4th exposure and they need another dozen to get there. You know, I think as adults, we tend to jump to frustration and anger and, you know, when things aren't quite aligned with our own way of thinking, and we just got to keep pushing each other towards that common goal. And time with kids. That was the only other thought I had. Like the teachers go into the classroom, like the central office, if you're telling us about the visits you do to the classroom and with those shared goals and visions, or like the idea of a tri-board visit where you have key things that you're going around and looking for. And you know, we had a couple of kids and families come back to the meeting. I just think the more the board can stay connected in the building with kids, seeing things happening, seeing teachers in action, is going to help iron out the times when things are kind of like at a rut or like prevent them from happening. So like if I could have made a motion that the board would go on a, you know, retreat or a walkthrough, like twice a year or 3 times a year, the board together actually get into schools and have some common questions or common goals for those, you know, trips through the schools, that it might go a really long way to just moving things forward. And now you don't have to listen to talk anymore after this.
Thank you, Jenny.
And thank you, Jason. You are an absolutely elegant leader. And my biggest hope is that all of the things we talked about tonight will actually happen, and you will be with us for a very, very long time.
And ring fingers every
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna bring a koala in the fall.
Are you serious?
Either a koala or a crocodile.
Hybrid.
kids are-
you bring
kids
it
are-
all.
Actually.
The kids are voting for the crocodile.
Oh, I'm sorry for going.
Motion to adjourn?
Yeah. I see the second. Absent objection, we are adjourned at 11:23 PM.
When I'm still up.
Are